Hi, I have a referral to see y'all. My doctor just put it in a couple minutes ago.
Okay. Would you like to schedule an appointment?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let's log in here. What's your last name?
Giddings, Giddings.
Gibbins?
Ings.
Wait, let's start that over. G-I.
DD as in dog.
Okay, D-D.
IN as in Nancy. GS.
Okay, your first name.
Haley, HALEY.
Your date of birth?
10/18/96.
And would you be a new patient to us?
Yes.
And this is for infertility, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You're welcome. You have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. So just to give you an update, we just got off the phone with Dr.
My doctor, my gynecologist.
Yeah, with her gynecologist. So we have been doing some regular testing, as you know from our updates periodically. I just did my last semen analysis.
You have to get closer. Your face is out of focus.
I just did my last semen analysis, and the results were less than great.
Mm-hmm.
So her doctor is giving us a referral over to an infertility specialist, and
Crazy.
her doctor is kind of thinking that we're going to be looking at like IUI,
Some kind of
fertility treatment
Yeah.
instead of anything like that. But we just made, as you saw, we just made our appointment with the infertility specialist, and we'll see how things go.
I think I might want to share our story now.
Start posting it.
I do.
Okay.
Maybe. I want to think about it and I want to talk about it. But I guess my whole thought process is like, there are so many people that go through this, and I don't want to do it for sympathy or empathy or anything like that. I want to, more than anything, like help other people, and maybe helping other people will help us.
Yeah. This is hard.
It's weird. It's crazy.
But I think you're right, because I mean, so as you guys, as we've probably said, you know, we were planning on waiting until the entire journey was done, and then in bits and pieces, you know, sharing the story on the channel. But after everything was all done.
Like once we were pregnant.
Yeah, like once we were pregnant. And that was going to be the plan if we got pregnant relatively quickly. I mean, I say relatively. I'm talking like with minimal infertility treatment. But it looks like this is going to be a little bit
More than that.
more than that. So I'm in agreement with you. I think now might be a good time. Now that we know for sure it's going to be a longer process.
Yeah.
It may be time to start sharing.
And I just watched, I talk about Sean Johnson sometimes and her
Yeah.
husband, the East family on YouTube. And they share a lot of hard things that they go through. And they were literally just talking about, on their most previous video, like why they share so much. And I think it's, for some people, I feel like it's important. Like, I just feel like we might be able to help someone.
Well, and I feel like it's also therapeutic.
It is a little bit, because I feel like in doing so, we're going to reach someone. Whether that person be going through it right now, has already gone through it, some kind of connection will be made. And it will either help us or help someone else or help others, period. And I feel like God could use us.
Yeah, I feel like God could use this story for His glory to reach
Someone.
even if it's just one person.
It's just really vulnerable. And I don't know how often I'm gonna want to update people. But like maybe we could like start a series on the channel.
Yeah, in addition to our normal vlogs and all of that stuff is not going to stop, but maybe we can insert this in the rotation of types of videos that we upload.
Yeah. I don't feel sad.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I guess I'm just hopeful. I don't know. I haven't wrapped my head around the fact that we are literally going to an infertility specialist. That's just kind of weird. But I just feel hope.
I'm gonna need to get there. I'm not there yet.
Yeah. And there are going to be days where I'm not feeling hopeful.
So let me just tell you guys this, like last year, whenever we were planning on the whole move to Pennsylvania and going through all of that, we had a lot of conversations about like, okay, like when are we going to be ready to start thinking about kids and you know, planning on and like trying. And I told Haley that, you know, at that time that I wasn't exactly ready, but that as soon as we were settled in Pennsylvania and kind of got into a routine of life, that's when I would be ready, you know, about April or May. And I feel like ever since April or May,
We've been ready.
We've both been very ready.
Yeah.
Like every time we see a child, I think, I mean, maybe I'm just speaking for myself right now, but I think our hearts ache. And I think it would be different if we weren't expecting it to be a difficult process. I think it might make our hearts ache less if we were just trying like normal people. But the fact that we are having to go through a more difficult time than the average person, I think it, at least for me, it makes my heart ache.
It does hurt.
I just want...
It does hurt. Like, that's a great way to put it. I'm hopeful, but of course we're lots of emotions.
I love you.
I love you, baby. I'm sorry.
But yeah, I'm gonna need to get to that hopeful place, because right now I'm just feeling a bit...
Disappointed.
Yeah, that's the best word. Disappointed. I wish that my body would cooperate, because her doctor even said, like, if we were just dealing with one thing, like the PCOS, it would be different. Like we could deal with that. We could figure something out. She could take the Clomid, you know, kind of force her body to ovulate, and then we'd be fine. But since we're dealing with the PCOS, in addition to whatever's going on with me, that makes things that much more difficult.
Yeah.
I think we both just got some
issues.
So.
All right, guys.
But that's the update so far. We'll keep you guys updated as we go to the infertility specialist and as we start seeing what path is going to be laid out in front of us and what's going to be the best option in terms of becoming parents and making babies.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby.
Me too, baby. I love you.
I love you.
All right, guys. We'll see you in our next video. Or next clip, or whatever the heck ends up happening with this.
And as always, remember, subscribe, hit the little bell, do the liking, all of that good stuff.
And follow this journey. All right, guys.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.